Hello class, welcome back to the part 2 of Geography chapter Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. Before starting with the new topic, let us first recapitulate what we have done in the previous session. We discussed about globe, a true model of the earth, axis, a needle is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner, equator, an imaginary line running on the globe divides it into two equal parts. Parallels of latitude, all parallel circles from the equator up to the poles. Meridians of longitude, a given line of reference running from the North Pole to the South Pole. Important parallel of latitudes include North Pole, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle, and South Pole. Then the heat zones of the Earth included torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Students, let's start our topic with longitudes. Longitude is the measurement east or west of the prime meridian. Longitude is measured by imaginary lines that run around the earth vertically and meet at the north and the south poles. They meet at both poles and specify the east to west position of a location. Longitudes are imaginary circles that intersect the north and the south poles, and the equator half of a longitudinal circle is known as a meridian. Meridians are perpendicular to every latitude. Students, geographers trace vertical lines called longitude across Earth's surface to locate points on the globe. Longitude is defined in terms of meridians, which are half circles running from pole to pole. There are 360 longitudes because there are 179 meridians at the western hemisphere and 179 meridians at the eastern hemisphere. There are also one prime meridian and the 180-degree meridian. Not only by equator our earth is divided into two equal halves, but also because of prime meridian our earth is divided into eastern and western hemisphere. To fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. You can see, for example, that Tonga Islands in the Pacific Ocean and Mauritius Islands in the Indian Ocean are situated on the same latitude. As you can see on the screen, they are marked with the red color. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we can find out how far east or west these places are from a given line of reference running from the North Pole to the South Pole. These lines of references are called meridians of longitude. The reference point in this is the plane created by a meridian going through Greenwich in England. It is perpendicular to the equator and parallel to the axis. This line is also known as prime meridian, and the distance between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. They are semicircle and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the pole where all the meridians meet. Unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. So all the countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westwards. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves. That means altogether the equator and the prime meridian divide the earth into four equal parts. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west, as we have done for the northern hemisphere as N and southern hemisphere as S. It is interesting to note that 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridians are on the same line. As you can see the picture on the screen, there are parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude, and if we combine them together, we can get the grid. Grid is a network of latitudes and longitudes. You can locate any point on the globe very easily if you know its latitude and longitudes. Our next topic is longitude and time. The best means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be calculated by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. As the earth rotates from west to east, those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and those to the west will be behind it. The earth makes one complete revolution of 360 degrees in one day, or 24 hours. It passes through 15 degrees in 1 hour, or 1 degree in 4 minutes. The earth rotates from west to east, so every 15 degrees we go eastwards. Local time is advanced by 1 hour. Conversely, if we go westwards, local time is retarded by 1 hour. Students, we may conclude that places east of Greenwich see the sun earlier and gain time, whereas places west of Greenwich see the sun later and lose time. The rate of difference can be calculated as follows. 1 degree is equals to 4 minutes. 15 degree multiplied by 4 minutes is equals to 60 minutes. That is 1 hour. If the time at Greenwich is 12 o'clock, then towards the east there is gain in time of 1 hour. Then the time is 1 p.m. and towards the west there is decrease in 1 hour. The time is 11 a.m. Students, you must be aware of AM and PM as both are Latin words used in 12-hour clock system to represent before noon and afternoon. AM expand as anti-meridian, that is before midday, and PM expands as post-meridian, means after midday. Why do we need a standard meridian in India? The time of a place depends on the longitude that passes through it. Therefore, the standard time for each country is usually taken as the time of the central meridian that passes through it. As you can see, there is a difference in westernmost and easternmost longitude, which indicates that towards the western side, the longitude is 68 degree east, and eastern side is 97 degree east, showing the difference of about 30 degree. The local time of places which are on different meridians are bound to differ. It will be difficult to prepare a timetable for train which crosses several longitudes. In India, there will be a difference of about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the local times of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. Therefore, it is necessary to adopt the local time of some central meridian of a country as the standard time for the country. In India, the longitude of 82 degree east is treated as the standard meridian. In India, the longitude of 82 degree 30 minute east is treated as the standard meridian, which passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time. India, located east of Greenwich at 82 degree 30 minute east, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT, that is Greenwich Mean Time. So it will be 7:30 p.m. in India when it is 2 p.m. noon in London. There are different places around the world having different time zones, so countries can have similar times each day. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent, and so they have adopted more than one standard time. For example, in Russia, there are as many as 11 standard times. The Earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Each zone covers 15 degree of longitude. Time zone start at the prime meridian 0 degree longitude Greenwich. This is a very simple map showing many land time zone lines vary so that each country can have a manageable time system.